Talking to the camera is so weird. Okay, so I was listening to a video from a YouTuber this morning called Graphically Alex. That's his name, not called. It's his name, Graphically Alex. And he was talking about vanity phases during weight loss journeys and like your Kesha, Lana Del Rey eras. And because I was like, especially the last this year, because I haven't hit what like my goal weight was, but I'm in a healthy range now. So it feels so different because like I feel like okay, I haven't hit my goal weight, but like information has changed, things have changed because when I started my journey, I was like 220 pounds at 5'3". Uh, it was very much a health journey, like getting healthy and quitting learning different health things. But now that I'm in more of like a healthy weight to highest ratio, I got I got muscle showing. I feel good. People notice, and so it feels like there's a whole other pressure to stay in like my Lana Del Rey era. Like I always have to be locked in, locked in. I can't. And then with also being on my financial journey as well, and wanting to, not be spending money and I want to look good. I want to work out. I want to eat right. I want to save money. I don't want to do anything. But then but I feel like the Kesha side coming out like, oh, but I want to enjoy things. I want to go like actually like live my life and maybe meet people. But then I am like more on the introvert side, and which is where I like to be most of the time because I don't like to spend money on going out all the time. I don't want to like be eating certain things all the time, even like overly greasy things and fast food things in general. I giving up like certain things like pizza and pasta, that was on the easier end for me because I'm not like I didn't really care for that stuff. For me, being in a deficit, giving up bread, specifically bread, and sweets like ice cream and chocolate, those were the hard sacrifices. I like my sweets and I do like my savory, but I like more like cheese and bread. Cheese and bread are I bang out cheese and bread. Um, Giving up like pasta and fast food and shit is fine. I don't really, that wasn't as much of a sacrifice. And giving up like sugary because I was a chronic uh 32-ounce mocha with all the caramel sauce and whipped cream, and there's a reason I got up to like super heavy. But switching over from it's a different skill set or a different way of looking at it when you've been in your Lana Del Rey era. You've locked in. You've lost a lot of weight. You're in a more healthy. I'm not saying like perfectly healthy, but like more healthy state of being. And you don't need to. You can like let up on the reins a little bit because it's not my waist to height ratio is good. I'm in a healthy weight. I'm 130 pounds now. But then you also have so much coming from so many angles saying, oh, well, you'll just regain the weight. Like, no, because exercise is a part of my life now. I enjoy it. There's things that like, I don't even want to do. Like there's mentality has shifted. Like I let myself enjoy my Saturday yesterday and I went and I got ice cream. I got one small scoop of mint Oreo, and then I was like, well, I kind of want fruity, so I went to a yogurt place and I got a small fruity dessert, and I ate a whole bag of cassava root grain free Sieti nacho chips, like 700 calories, but like it's not. I'm kind of like in that place where like I'm 130 pounds. I haven't hit my magic. Everyone has like that magic number. It's like, oh, I want to get down to like 120, 119, 120 pounds. But then also like realizing, looking at myself in the mirror, and like learning that I probably have anywhere from 4 to 10 pounds of loose skin on my frame because of how overweight I was. So like 4 to 10 pounds, even if it's on the lower end, still like 4 to 5 pounds of, and I have a lot of loose skin, especially like the lower stomach and on my butt. So I'm like already, and the weight on the scale isn't the most important thing. It's how you feel. And I have been feeling run down and tired and constantly feeling like I have to be in a deficit, and I don't have to be in a deficit. I'm healthy now. I can enjoy things. And if there are like little switches and stuff that's healthier that you actually like, that satisfy certain things, like I actually prefer PB Fit protein powder over like actual peanut butter. So like I eat that. If I want like an apple with peanut butter, I will just like rehydrate with goat milk, because I like goat milk more than cow milk, and it's helping with the protein in cow milk, and I had to give up whey protein isolate powder, was causing a lot of my cystic acne, and this side's kind of cleared up, but giving up the whey protein and not doing the whey protein has helped immensely. And it's different, I guess. I like the way that he said it, like your Lana Del Rey or your Kesha era. You're in your locked in badass bitch era, and then you're kind of in your emotional, like a little bit more emotional, like, well, I want. And there's a place for it, because like you don't just like. I've been feeling bad these last few weekends, like the last weekends in this year, from like, because my birthday was in February. So like the last weekends of February and March, I've been like going out and doing things, and I'm like, well, I shouldn't do that, because I'm trying not to spend money, and I don't want to like be blowing money and shit, which is valid. Like, I'm not saying go whole, like just fuck everything up and just say fuck it to your, your savings goals and your financial goals. I'm not saying that, but like, it's okay to budget. Like, it's not off plan if you budget for it. And delayed gratification is a beautiful thing. So I'm trying to get into like, and finding out like there's certain things I like doing. Like there's an artisanal bakery here in the town that I live in that I think I might start going to on the, like, he's only open that when I can go, because I work, the regular 9 to 5 bullshit. Actually, it's more like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 10 to 12 hour shit. But I can go on Saturdays when he's open, and I can get a loaf of his French bread, his artisanal bread, and some of his treats that he makes. I can do that a couple times, because I can only go on Saturday. I can do that and not feel guilty about it. Because I just like this intense guilt, because I was so locked in. So locked into my journey and being like, okay, this is my life now. And now that I'm like in a healthy, and it's not about losing more weight, constantly downsizing. I don't want to constantly downsize. I think I look pretty damn good. Wouldn't mind putting on more muscle, which means that the scale weight will go up. But then also trying to find activities and things that I can do that don't cost a fucking arm and a leg. Everything is so expensive, which means I think I'm just going to start do more hiking and stuff. But where I want to hike, there's bears and shit. So I gotta invest in some like bear shit, bear prevention. And then I gotta drive about an hour to go to the places that I want to hike. So that takes gas. So like, there's places around here I can still go and do and hike and do those things and enjoy those things. I will do that. But I want to start being more out in, we're getting into spring and summer, and I want to go hiking and shit. But that means spending money on shit and trying to find the budget, where to put things in my budget where I can still meet certain goals. And then I know my pets have, medical stuff coming up that I got to budget for that. And it's like, well, fat me, previously obese me, all I did on the weekends was work, and then I would work all week, and then I'd come home, and then I would do a binge restrict on the weekends, because I would eat shit through the week. Like I didn't when I was at work, I would just like go and just buy shit at the gas stations and shit, and just eat shit, and then on the weekend I'd have shit in my fridge, like ice cream and fucking garlic bread. And I would binge garlic bread and ice cream all weekend usually, or candy or sugary shit. What was a vegetable? Old me didn't know what a vegetable was. So it's also understanding like, and I like that stuff now. Like I roast my veggies and I air fry my veggies and I eat my veggies and I enjoy it. And it's a healthy part of my daily getting my veggies in, getting my fiber in, getting my protein in is all like, yeah, I guess it's just realizing like that stuff is always going to be there. It's like that scarcity brain, that scarcity mindset that, you know, we can all suffer with. And understanding that like we don't have to like always be, you know, worried about missing out, the, you know, FOMO mindset, like fear of missing out. Like, yeah, you might miss out on something else will come by. That's the beauty of it, I guess. Like, you're not good. There's no way nobody on earth can see everything and do everything by the time they die. That's just unrealistic. You can try to figure out what's important to you and prioritize those things that you know you want to do. Like I'm going skydiving. I have that in my budget, in my schedule. This fall, I'm going to go skydiving. So that's on my bucket list. So that's something that not a lot of people do or get to do, and or have the ability, even if they wanted to do it, to afford it, because it's like it's not cheap. So it's remembering my blessings and understanding that I'm human, that I can't always be like the 100% like the sometimes the toxic gym quotes that are good but also can be bad. It's like good enough is the end of greatness, but like everyone's definition of like greatness is different. Like I don't want to be a triathlete. I am training so that way I can be as able-bodied as possible for as long as possible and to get as much quality out of life as possible. Like I am training so I don't end up with any comorbidities. I don't want diabetes. I don't want sarcopenia. I don't want stroke or dementia or Alzheimer's or any of that. I'm training to avoid disease. That is my biggest goal, is to, that has nothing to do with like being vain or being and I like looking better. I like feeling better. It comes with confidence. The loose skin is a hard pill to swallow some days. I've been wanting to buy a full length mirror just so that way I can like see my progress, but at the same time that I have to see the results of the life that I lived prior to that, because the loose skin is the worst. The worst. I got lucky. I have some loose skin on my like upper body, but most of my loose skin hangs. And it hangs. And it hangs in the most unfortunate of ways. So it's like, but the loose skin is worth it, because fuck being obese and mentally depressed and absolutely just feeling like absolute, like on the edge of just, so yeah, it's okay to feel your emotions. We can't all be badass, like rocks all the time. We can't be in our Lana Del Rey era all the time. Kesha's gonna come by and she's gonna be hopefully bringing a box of tissues to help you through. And a small candy bar, a small chocolate bar, not a giant one, just a small one. Balance, right? So yeah, I really liked that video. It made me think about things in a different light. I need to start doing more content. It's another aspiration of mine, is to be more forward facing in society and not always like hiding in my little cave and disconnected from everything. So yeah. Maybe. I don't know. We're all just trying to understand our consciousness in the world we find ourselves in. So maybe that made a little sense. Stay hydrated.